Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to be making a standing shelf holder for either towels, or you can put lotions on it, whatever you choose to design it with. So first I'm getting two garden hangers from the Dollar Tree, and they're going to be holding two baskets that are the same style. It doesn't matter what colors they are because we're going to be painting it anyway, but as long as they're the same width and same height, and then you can attach them with no problem since they'll be the same style basket. So I'm just attaching them with zip ties, and I'm not tightening the first one before I get the second one on, because you just want to make sure that you're able to move it around and adjust it in the way that you want, and then you can go ahead and tighten them and cut off the excess. So I'm just positioning the baskets where I want them, and then once I tighten and cut off the excess, we'll be ready to paint. Alright, so now we're ready to paint. I'm using the color Perfect Gray by Rust-Oleum. It's in an ultra matte, and I'm going to give the top and the bottom a good spray paint. I'm going to cover it first when it's standing like this, and then after it's completely covered in the Perfect Gray color, I'm going to flip it over and do the bottom. I think I did 2 coats on each side. So then once we get it painted and it sets out to dry, we'll be ready to move on to our next step. So now we're ready to move on, and I'm taking this silver ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just using my hot glue and E6000, rotating it around and attaching the ribbon on the outside of the baskets. And I'm going to repeat this on the lower basket, and then once that's done, we'll be ready to move on to our next step. Okay, so now what I'm doing, this step is completely optional. I just wanted to do it. So I'm taking a piece of cardboard and I'm tracing the bottom shape of the basket. So then the cardboard will fit in the basket, and it will be like a bottom liner for the basket. And I'm going to be covering my cardboard with some contact wallpaper I have. It's actually not contact paper, but it's like a wallpaper. So I'll be using E6000 to glue that down to the cardboard. And then once they're both covered, I'll do this for both baskets. And then once they're both covered, I'll slide them in, and they will serve as the bottom of the basket, like the base. Alright, so now that I got them both covered, I'm going to slide them in the baskets, and I am going to be putting the cardboard under where the zip ties are, the zip ties that are holding the basket and the garden hangers together, because if you put it under the zip ties, it actually holds it more securely, and then it won't move. So this is what it looks like with both the bottom bases in the baskets. And now we're ready to move on to our next step. So here I got solar lights from the Dollar Tree, and I just took off the solar light part, and I'm just using the base, like the stick part, and I'm going to be covering the bases with that ribbon, that glitter ribbon, diamond ribbon that I am going to use on the fence part as well on the outside that you will see next. But I'm getting all of my posts covered, and I'm going to use 5 of them, 4 on the 4 corners and then 1 in the middle just for extra stability. And then, like I said, once we're done that, we'll be ready to put the diamond ribbon on the outside part. And also, a very important part of doing this, before you put your post on, if you do use the solar light post like I did, you want to snap off the feet of the garden hangers, because since they are wire, it's not sturdy enough to hold anything. If you go to put anything in your baskets or on your baskets, the legs go out and they are a little bit flimsy. So I felt like it was easier to just bend them back and forth, and they snap right off. And then, as you can see, you'll just have the garden hanger go to right where the bottom of your second basket is. And then, if you choose to use the solar light post like I did, or whatever you choose to use, you just want to make sure that it's thick and strong enough to hold whatever you will be putting in both your baskets. So now that I got all my posts covered with my ribbon, I'm ready to attach them to my basket. I am using hot glue and E6000 because you want to make sure that it's very secure and it's not going to come off or collapse when you start to put things on or in your baskets. So we're getting all of these attached. And now we're ready to move on. And I'm taking that same glitter ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just cutting it where it's only 1 row of diamonds. And I'm hot gluing that down to the garden hangers all around on the top and on the sides, just to give it a little extra something so it doesn't just look like a garden hanger. And then when we are done covering both sides, then also this next step is optional. I just wanted to add it because I just felt like it gave the baskets a little something extra. But I am going to be attaching a diamond on each basket in the center of the ribbon. So when you're done on each side, it should look like that. And now we're ready to attach our diamonds. So I'm just taking one of those diamonds that come in a pack from the Dollar Tree. They are usually in the flower section. But I'm just taking hot glue and E6000 and holding that in place until it's secure. And I will do that on both baskets in the center. And I do suggest letting this all dry overnight, especially if you're using E6000, so then the glue can cure and you know all of your items are attached and won't fall off in the future. And this is how my standing shelves DIY came out. First, I styled it with some towels and washcloths and a flower. You could put Q-tips on here. I did put it in my bathroom, but you could use this anywhere. You could put it in your kitchen and put paper towels on it, or Tupperware, or anything that you might not have a place for. You could really have fun with this and get creative. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and come back for more.